Hi, my name is Dylan Sullivan. I'm here today with Sage Marketing to teach you all at Sterling Carpet One about what remarketing and retargeting is. Retargeting is taking people who have already visited your website or your company and that you have information on, including their contacts, and then retargeting to them and showing them new ads online. These ads will be there to remind your customer about your business and lead them into the next steps of the buying process. There are two main types of retargeting, one being pixel-based and one being list-based. First, I will go over what pixel-based is. Pixel-based is when a consumer visits your website, and then they are tracked from. Then they are put onto a list, and then the ads will be then targeting to those customers after it leaves a cookie with them, and these ads will then once the customer leaves your website, they will then be shown the ads on other websites by using Google, other mobile apps, or on social media. These ads will be shown to whatever parameters you set them to, and you'll be able to customize these ads. With these ads, your goal is to recapture the consumer and bring them back to your website, and then they're generating more business. Now, as I said, pixel-based is purely by them visiting your website. So there's also another way, and that is list-based. List-based is where you are able to take a list of contacts and then upload those to a retargeting campaign on a social media network or something along those lines, and taking that and uploading that to a social media website, and that network will then take those contacts and match it with the users on their website, and then just like in the other process, it will it will then show to those consumers ads. And yet again, it will be the same thing. The ads will be shown to the consumer. You'll want those ads will be able to recapture the consumer and then create more business for your company. Now, with retargeting campaigns, there are two main goals, and those two goals should either be awareness or conversion. Now, with awareness ones, it's within the name. It's to generate awareness about your company. They're great for when you want to tell consumers light information about relevant products, new features, or announcements about the business. And these work great with pixel-based because it's just any user out there that visits your website. Now, conversion campaigns, those are used to make the consumer reach the next stage in the buying process. So with this, it works great with list-based, but also works with pixel-based, and you're just trying to get the consumer to take the next step. So you can even use it to generate leads through the pixel, or you could take existing customers where you know what they're kind of doing and target exactly towards those customers by creating ads specific for them. And then several tips for creating ads. These ads should definitely target the right audience. You don't want to be targeting the wrong audience in your ads, as they do cost money. You want to be most efficient, so by increasing that, with that you are able, with retargeting, you're able to create lists and put people in specific lists where you want them to be. So, for example, in pixel-based, if they were to visit your website, you can have them, if they click on this page or a certain page, that they are then put into a list with other people in that page, and they will get an ad specifically for that. And then in another situation with the list-based, if you've been seeing these consumers post certain things, you're able to put them in lists that will then target specifically that. Then another thing about the ads, you want them to be eye-catching. You don't want to just have your ad blend in with the background of the screen. You want it to actually pop out. make sure the user actually sees it so it's not going unseen and not having good return on investment there. Then, the third thing to keep in mind when doing this is you want to have a call to action on your ad. That means making sure that you have a link on it, bringing them either to their website or something like that. So for example, if you knew somebody was looking for tiles, you could create an ad and then say, upgrade to your new tiles today, bring them to your website, or along the lines of, come see our sale on our website, bringing them to your website. Now for Sterling Carpet 1, I think it's going to be most important to use a list-based type of retargeting, as I know that you guys do not have full control over your company's website, but you do have your own social media here in town. So you can definitely take your contacts from that along with the ones you have generated from your store and then create it. And then, like I said, if you didn't generate them from your social medias, you can get them from in store, and then when you upload it to the retargeting campaign, it will find a lot of those same emails on the website. Now, some people won't necessarily have the same. However, there's a lot of situations where they do match up. And then, along with that, I think you guys should be going for a conversion campaign. You don't want to necessarily just have awareness. You guys are a very high involvement type of purchase, and just raising awareness to any random person isn't necessarily the greatest. But when you have your conversion more specifically targeted to people you've already dealt with or that have gained a little bit of information on you guys, it's going to be easier to change them in. And with this, with retargeting, you'll be able to put people in specific lists and go where you're at. Now, where I went on with the tips for the ads, I think you guys are a great advantage for this. With the targeting the right audience, with all your social media, you have a pretty good database on what your consumers are like and who's doing what. And with it also being a smaller community, you'll recognize a lot of the names and you'll know which lists to put them in specifically. Then another big advantage, eye-catching. You guys have the ability to, you guys have a lot of very visual looking products, and that will definitely be able to make it so the customer enjoys what they're seeing and actually pop out to them. And a call to action, that one's just everybody can make up their own thing and get them onto their website. I hope I did my job in teaching you guys what retargeting and remarketing is, and I hope to see you guys in the future. Any questions?